Hello, my lovelies. It's me. It's Jan. In case you're wondering, is that woman still alive? Is she there? I am. I've been ultra busy, just doing lots and lots of other things, particularly my artwork. I'm not expecting anybody to come in um, for various reasons. And you know what? That's fine by me. I'm quite happy just to be firing up my stream yards again and putting together a video. Okay, I thought I'd do it as a live stream because why not? I pay for it. I might as well blooming do it, mightn't I? And also, it enables me to put together a different kind of show for you. I want to be able to chat and to show different things that I find interesting. And well, that's it, really. Rambling a bit, but it's been a long time. It has been a long time. So what have I been doing? Oh my goodness me, what haven't I been doing? What a glorious, glorious summer we had, didn't we? I mean, it was just gorgeous. And now I'll open up my door and you can hear it. It is. Can you hear that? It's like November. My birthday this month, guys. So yeah, it's November, it's rainy, it's windy, it's yuck. So I thought, okay, I'm going to be spending even more time indoors. So why not fire up your live streams again, Jan? As I'm sure you're aware, things did take a bit of a turn as regards some of the projects I had, some of the projects I was working on, and some of the anyway, online projects I'm talking about, which I'm sure you're aware of. I'm not going to go into any great detail about why they're not still happening, but just be aware they're not happy. They're not happening because of whatever life, I suppose, and also, um, we sort of live and learn, don't we? That's what life's all about, guys. So anyway, before we go any further, I just want to play this for you. Probably seen it before, but I quite like it, and I'm sort of just familiarizing myself with the buttons again. So bear with. But anyway, this is me, guys. Hello there, and welcome to Jan's Views. Despite being on YouTube for a few years now, I don't think I've ever done an introductory video about me, about Jan's Reviews, who now is Jan's Views. So I thought, it might be quite a good idea just to let you guys know what gets me ticking. No, it's not ticking over, is it? Anyway, so this is me, guys. Yeah, so that's me. For those of you that didn't know. For those of you that also don't know, I'm very much a lone wolf, I think the saying goes. I was born alone and I shall die alone. I do make friends, but I don't keep those friends if they show me sides to them that I'm not comfortable with. Let's put it that way. So I want to try and I'm steering my channel in a slightly different direction. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm never going to be talking about the nasties, as I call them. Of course, I'm going to be talking about them. Um, but I'm not going to make my whole channel about that. I've got enough videos up for people that enjoy gossip type videos. We could talk about them, but I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm trying to build a completely different audience, and that's why I'm not expecting anybody to come along here today. And as I said, I'm perfectly fine with that because I don't really want those tagger-oners, if there's such a word. I want people that like me for me, for the real Jan, and not who people say I am or how people paint me as. That isn't really me. Like everybody, I like a bit of gossip. Don't we all like gossip? Um, but I don't like toxicity. I don't and what seems to happen with online gossip is it very quickly turns to toxic behavior, and I don't like that, guys. I really don't like that. Have I been in the middle of it sometimes? Yeah. Um, and I will if somebody says something to me, I will snap back. That's the kind of person I am. Um, but it doesn't mean that I'm a toxic person, and I just can't, guys. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, getting old. I don't know, but I just don't want that. I just don't want that all on my channel. Now, when the hustler is playing up and acting like a total buffoon, yes, of course, I'm going to talk about him. He's a nasty sort of. The thing is, you can look at people and think, "Oh my God, isn't he dreadful?" But you don't really want to make your whole channel about somebody else's bad behavior. I'll put it that way. Um, so although I will still continue to talk about certain individuals, um, that's not what my channel is all about, really. I'm an artist. I've been an abstract artist for years and years. I was a writer. I was a songwriter. I've been on the stage. I've been on the TV. I've been on the radio. Why would I want to spend my twilight years talking about people that are just so ghastly? They really are. So I'm not going to do it, guys. Not going to do it. I've seen other people, that were friends of mine, um, doing that, and in YouTube terms, doing quite well with it. And I'm like, well, do I want to do that? Do I really want to do that? I mean, I could sit here and slate off so many people, but what's the point? What is the point? At the end of the day, uh, all you're doing um is making money from other people, from weirdos in society and people who are very unlikable. And there's lots of those people about. Let's face it, there's hundreds, thousands, probably millions of people that are really awful. Now, do I want to come on my channel and just talk about how fat somebody is or how awful somebody is? No, not really. I'd much rather put together a video, as I do quite often, about my artwork, um, or do a vlog. I love vlogging. I love going out and taking my, I was going to say my camera. I'd be lying if I said my camera. It's not camera, guys. It's my iPhone. And I love doing that. I really enjoy it. And I love the process of putting the video together, of adding music to it. I just thoroughly enjoy filmmaking. Now, if I was to turn into a channel that was all about talking about these awful, awful communities, then I wouldn't even, I'm not making anything good, am I? It's just, it would just be too easy. You know, I make myself, um, I'm very open about who I like, who I don't like. And if people ask me why I don't like that person, I will say why I don't like that person. Um, and I'm not afraid to say that. You know, I'm not afraid to say, well, I think he's a racist, or I think he's this, or I think he's that. And, you know, even give my reasoning for that. And I will do it. But I don't want to become one of these channels that day after day just records myself poking fun or slagging somebody else off. No, not very productive, is it, guys? So I do really enjoy going live. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to try and come live a bit more often, um, and offer up my thoughts on things. If people don't like it, fair enough. It's no skin off my nose, really, because it's just another it's just another video to put up on my channel and I enjoy it, you know. So that's it. That's all I was gonna say. Shall I go now? No, I'm not going now because I wanted to show you a few things of about what I've been doing. Um so oh, hello, Jamie. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Yes, I do. I want to make healthy content, you know, because you know what's so frightening? And I think it's really surprised me that the pandemic hasn't had a more lasting effect on people. And that is that you never know what's around the corner, guys. You never know what's around the corner. So why not just try and enjoy yourself? And if you've got a YouTube channel, why not come on and like, you know, spread a little happiness or have a giggle about something. You know, I'm not going to say that if someone's like really annoyed me, that I'm not going to talk about that sometimes. Yes, I will, because that's part of me as well. But I don't want that for my channel. I really don't. And I don't really care what other people think of me. I don't care, you know, because they're all strangers. At the end of the day, they're all strangers. It's a bit like if you were out, say you were out in London and and you come up to a complete stranger and say to him, well, what do you think of what I'm wearing today? I mean, are you really going to get offended if he turns round and says, oh, well, I think you look like a numpty? No, because you're going to think, well, I don't know you anyway. It doesn't matter. And that's what being online is about. And the thing is, there's a link between Twitter and YouTube. And that link actually in certain areas um, of Twitter of YouTube is actually quite a strong link, because what happens is, as is what's proved here, people will say things about you and other people will jump on the bandwagon, and before you know it, you've got, it's almost like there's a baying mob of haters coming at you. um it's ridiculous. Jesus, it's ridiculous. So yeah, so I'm not doing that. um but what I'd like to do is I'd like to sort of come back and do more live streams, and but do them in a way that is, that people may enjoy. I mean, I've had people say, "Oh, I can't stand her voice. Every time she opens her mouth, I can't stand her voice." Well, then don't listen. Just don't listen. Go elsewhere. There's millions of other people on YouTube. You know, it's most peculiar. Anyway, now the mind is rambling, right? So I need to get myself back to what I was going to actually talk about. And firstly, I was going to say, do you know what I've just eaten, guys? I don't know why. I've just eaten, and then I thought, oh, I'll go live. Why? I'm going to be burping and all sorts all the way through this, aren't I? Rubbish, I am. Anyway, so one of the things I've been doing is this, and let me tell you, it's not easy. I'm building a new website, and this is my new website. It's a Shopify. The name of the shop is. I kept calling it Spotify for quite. And my son said to me, "Mum, it's not Spotify, it's Shopify." Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. And I thought it might be quite nice if I showed you a few things on there. I mean, it's not gonna be an advert for Shopify, honestly, but it's what I've been doing. And I really enjoy doing it. It's blooming hard work though, guys. I don't know whether any of you have tried building a website. I started going into somebody called, what's he called? Monty's live streams lately, and he does a lot of building websites as well. So I've had a couple of conversations with him about it, and it's not easy. So anyway, this is it. It's not finished at all, but it's called Jan's Art and Design. See, Jan's Art and Design, Wear Art on Wearables, because I do a lot of my artwork is well, in the summer, my project for this summer was painting stones. See, there's one there. And I thought, "Do you know what? It's so hard to, I mean, you can do it online, but it's such a blooming performance. What if somebody wants a dirty, great big stone I've painted? It's going to cost me an arm and a leg to send it." So I thought, I know, I need to find a store where I can put my artwork onto it. And I'm really happy. See, here's a Pebbles one here. Right, now that's a pebble one. Can you see that well enough? Yeah. These are my pebbles. Okay. I also sell some of those on Teespring as well. But I'm still building this, guys. And in fact, I'm tired at the moment because I've spent most of the day doing this again today. But one of my favorite things is hang on. I love this one. Love it. I might treat myself to that one day. I just love it. Um, and one of the things that I really enjoy, I can't believe I'm doing this on here because I'm fed up with looking at it today. I've been working hard on this today. Right, okay, I started doing kiddies' clothes as well, which I really enjoy. There! That's what I like. Boots. Now, for some reason, I don't know what this is about. I need to get rid of that. But here are the boots. I love them. Absolutely love these boots. So, and they do different ones. They do like DMs, and they do sneakers. So I was wondering, maybe one day I can show you how I do that on here. Just ramble on about how I do that, how I get from say this. Let's see, let's share you. Get rid of that. Stop screen. I thought it might be quite interesting to some people to show how I get from this. Right, come on, mother, sort it out. Still call myself mother. Well, I am a mother, so why wouldn't I? To from that, right? And how I get from that and put it on clothing. So I thought I could try and sort of show how I do that. Let's see if that's got, yes, nice. So they're little leggings from the same design. Yeah, that's the design, and they're the leggings. And then where's the dress? Here's the dress. There's the dress. Right, see? I love it. This is me. This is what I love to do. So I might do one, you know, and I might do like a let's get rid of that. I might do like a, you know, a proper video, not do it live, and show how I do it, because as I say, it's something that I really enjoy doing. And every time I put up something a bit different, people always say, "Oh, you know, you're like a breath of your videos like a breath of fresh air," and I think we need that these days, especially if we frequent social media. I think we definitely need something to make ourselves feel better and to lighten our day, because sometimes, you know, um, the internet can get very, very dark, can't it? So another one, these are the ones that I'm going to be working on next. Um, Let me see if I can share that. Do that. And you know what's so good about StreamYard is you can do this and, you know, talk about it while you're going along. Now, this is another one. Do you know, I had a, what's it called? A Flickr account. I don't know if any of you know what that is, but it's like, it's where artists put their work. And I went on there the other night and I couldn't believe I've got so much on there. But I was looking for designs that I can use. Let me see, can I get rid of that and make that bigger? It doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, I'm looking for designs that I can make sort of nice repeat patterns with. Hello, who's this now? Hi, Jan. Can we please have you up on a drama panel singing and dancing again? I loved it. I know, wasn't that wonderful? You know, I'm quite happy to do that. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. So if you come in and you chat, then that's perfectly fine. I don't mind at all. Yeah. You know what's so funny about that though, Daria, is that they couldn't understand what I was doing. And they were like, "Oh, yeah, she must be drunk, or she must be." No, no, I wasn't. I wasn't drunk. I just decided, I remembered something that one of my favorite comedians had said. If you're ever being attacked The best thing, if you're ever, you know, sort of in public and you're being attacked, the best thing is to do is to act like a lunatic, because then people will leave you alone. I've always remembered that. And it worked. On that panel, it worked because they didn't know how to handle me. Some people were saying, "Oh, she's drunk." Some people was saying, "Oh my God, what the hell's happened?" Nothing happened. Nothing. I just decided to out-clown them, and they really didn't know what to do. And it was hilarious, and I loved you saying, "It's because 'cause I'm histrionic. I was dead." It is true, I am histrionic. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why I thought I have to come back on live, because I can, um show my histrionic side more when I'm live. Um, I can also if I'm doing like reviews, I suppose, but it's a part of me. And would I normally act like that? If you go back to some of my old videos, my old live streams, I used to act like that because I love music, and I used to play music on there, and I used to dance to music on there, and my OG followers knew that. If they thought I was drunk, then that was down to them. I wasn't drunk. I don't need to be drunk. It's just part of my personality. And as you say, they want triggered anger. So when you meet some of them with foolishness, they don't know how to handle it. That or calm. It's true. That's absolutely true. And I mean, I silenced a whole room of them. Who was in there? There was Fedora, the nutter. There was Hussey. There was even that tragic guy came in, and they didn't know what to do with me. And it was fabulous. I shut Hussey up. In the end, who manages to shut Hussey up? There's been so many times when we've been, you know, he's been on a live stream and he's never stopped talking. He's never stopped screaming abuse at people on there. And he's got away with it. But because of the way I was that day, he wasn't able to do that. And that's what was so funny. That's what I aimed to do, and I'm so pleased I did it. Let me see if I can find it. I've gone on to my oh, has it come up there? No. Okay, let me see if I can find it, because it was an absolute hoot. Let me show you. Where was it? Hussy Rage? No. Oh, I think I called it the Clown Fest, didn't I? Let's see. Let's see. Why not? Let's show a bit of this. There we go. That's okay. I like answering ridiculous questions, Daria. You're perfectly fine,
Hotjar
darling.
helps you find out what people really think about your
Right,
website.
we have to get rid of this.
So whether you own a small business selling customized dog costumes from the comfort of your living
This was an absolute ball for me. There's Fedora. I think what's so funny is that these
Ken's
people...
Cutes is coming on. All right. Ken is in the green room. We're going to bring her on. All right. Ken's Cutes is coming on. All right.
Hello, my dear.
Ken is in the green room.
Hello, loser. You still at it? Just calling her hey loser. No one else would do that, because Everyone's so scared about what other people think of them. I don't give a monkeys. Honestly, these people just mean nothing to me. So why should I care? Oh, there's Bridget. Guys, I went to the circus and had so much fun with Fedora and Hussy, Ginge, and everyone. Fedora was lying, nothing new there, and Hussy wore pink, I suspect, as a dare. Can we please notice how I actually wrote a poem for this? This is how clever I am. People don't realise it. They're so used to watching awful people online who've got not the tiniest drop of creativity in their body, and they don't recognise when somebody actually, can do a bit more than just sitting there and hurling abuse at somebody else. I danced to my own tune as the clowns threw their mud. Their words grew more angry as they begged for my blood. I sang, "Roll Britannia!" full force and in tune, whilst the clowns' lack of humour got them confuddled very soon. They couldn't understand how their insults weren't landing. Daria, I put this video together afterwards because I just thought it was hilarious. And so I added the music and, the voiceover, which was a poem. My giggles and laughter were beyond their understanding. Hussy got hateful. Ginge, not a clue. Fedora, as usual, didn't know what to do. Do you know what? That woman hasn't got a bloody clue. Find something to do. Take up knitting or something. I think that's probably better for you. You don't have to think too hard. So there we were on panel, a joyous bunch of four, shades on the guys, God knows why, the confused clowns, perplexed more and more. Do you know what? They were lining up to come in because they thought they were going to be able to bash me and, have me bounced off the wall or something. I don't know. I don't know what they think they're going to do, these people, they're just so bloody ridiculous. So anyway, they had them all lined up. So it started off with Fedora, dear old Fedora, don't we all love her? Then there was me. Then there was the hustler. Look, he's given up now. At this point, he's like, well, you're not going to let me get a word in edgeways. No, I wasn't. I wasn't going to let him get a word in edgeways. Then there was Mr. Ginge. I called him Ginge. And the only one actually who did realise, I think, had a bit of an inkling about what I was doing was Traj, to be honest, because there are times when he does laugh. You just have to laugh. A bloody clue. They'd never met anyone that was going to be singing and dancing while they were trying to hurt abuse. Oh, no, not I. You don't get away with it. Clock the time when Ginger laughs. No idea why, but a hussy sat with a face like thunder. No humour in that guy. Mm-hmm. Sulking. Yes, I don't like this. Somebody else is getting the attention. And I don't like it. So I'm going to sit here looking like a complete moron, shaking my head with my shades on. But as I said, Ginge laughed. Well done, Ginge. Maybe you have got a sense of humour after all. Well done, mate. Well done. We then had a hat off, which I won hands down. Hussy groaned loudly about being outshone by someone. Get over it, Hussy. You're not all that. In fact, you're nothing. Anyway, that someone was me. No argument there. Fedora yelled like a nutter. But I didn't care. I love this. I just love it. Look at their faces, look. Look at Hussy. Fedora, bless her. She really is away with the fairies, is Fedora. And I say that kindly because throughout all this, I don't know if she realised what I was doing, but she took it in all seriousness to collect or get together all her collection of hats and put them one on top of the other. It was most peculiar, guys. Not really sure what that was about. But anyway, I just went along with it. And Tragic just sat there laughing. Especially when I called him Traj. But do you know what? Yeah, I loved it. And Hussey, look at him. Oh yeah, and then there was a bit where, like, when they were all shouting, I'd say, "Oh, hang on a minute, I'm going to go off and get something," and I'd leave them, and they'd all be sat there like, "What?" And all Hussey could do was this. Look, this is all Hussey could do. Look at that. These are grown people, absolutely grown people, and some people might say, hang on. Hang on a minute. What are you saying there? Some people might say, oh, yeah, well, you're the idiot, Jan, because you were doing that. Well, hang on a minute. Who stopped the insults? Who had the biggest laugh? Me. I genuinely had such a good time that evening. I really did. And then at the end of it, once the hustler had gone, and who else? I don't know who that one in the middle was. Not sure who that is, to be honest. She tried to be all high and mighty, but I soon put her in a place. But myself and Bridget, oh, and I think Alex came on at some point. We actually did have quite a conversation, you know? So yeah, it worked. As far as I was concerned, it worked. I was happy. Right, so Daria's put, I love all these folks. I'm probably the biggest fence sitter on YouTube. Do you? Do you like them? I call it what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, but some don't like it. You'll see me everywhere. LOL. Do you know what, Daria? I'm a bit like that in that I go where I want to go. And especially when I have no ties to anybody. There was a time when I had ties because of the content I was putting out. And I didn't like that. As I said at the beginning, I'm very much I was going to say a wild wolf. That's not it, is it? Lone wolf. I'm very much a lone wolf. I go where I want to go. I say what I want to say. And people that follow me will understand who I am and will also understand what makes me unhappy, what makes me angry. And I'm not quiet about it. You know, so I don't mind if you're a fence sitter. You sit where you want to sit, Daria. I honestly don't mind because I'm very much, I wouldn't say I'm a fence sitter. I would say that I flit. I flit, but I don't have an allegiance to other people. I don't feel that we have to have, that's going back to being in school, isn't it? When you can't talk to that one because of this, and you can't talk to this one because if you talk to this one, that means that you're not being loyal and blah de blah de blah. Nah, I can't be bothered with it. No. So while we're on here, let's get rid of that now. You get the idea of that one. I want to show you some of the things, like when I'm painting, some of the things I do is some of the, oh God, let me just sort this out. Hang on a minute. Some of the channels I watch, that's what I'm trying to say. Do you know what? You'd think being a mother of 4, you'd think that I would have learned how to multitask by now. No, I haven't. So I tell you what, guys, I've found this podcast. I love. Actually, I wouldn't say I love podcasts, but I do like to hear about interesting people, and I'd love to sort of interview them on my channel at some point. I've been quite lucky because when I did Sweet Talk, we did have some really good guests on. Let's just have a look. Right. Oh, hang on. No, I have to go on my channel, Plum. Right. So when on Sweet Talk, I had some. Let's go in my playlists. Right. Yeah, so on Sweet Talk, we don't need that, do we? These are the people I had on there. Let's get out of there. It's still raining out there. It's horrible. Let's stop that. There. Right, okay. So this is my Sweet Talk playlist. And we used to have some really nice people on there. So we had oh, not that one. Oh, Halloween. So we did it for almost a year. We had Charlie Gold. She was an absolute darling and laughed.
I could be in comments with people, don't get me wrong, I'll engage, but live streams just feel different. It feels better, you know?
Mm-hmm. So I have, of course, now to ask you, dear Charlie.
Charlie was an absolute darling, and I think she was one of our first guests, and she was just so lovely, and we had such a good laugh with her. Let me see what you put in there now. A few minutes behind, but that's the only way to be. Being a lone wolf is great. I'll be listening, but I got to drive now. That's perfectly fine. Oh, you follow me on Twitter? Okay. I'll be honest with you, Daria. Twitter, I don't often hang around on there. I put things up. Mostly to do with my art, to be honest with you. But it's just so toxic that I just pop in, have a bit of a wander, and then pop out because it's a bit too much sometimes. So who else did we have? Oh, we had my friend Patrick.
Oh, they will be, and all the other little bits as well, Patrick.
No,
you know.
it was so much fun because, I don't know if I ever told you, but I was dancing Latin and
that's my friend Patrick. Excuse me. He's a pilot, don't you know? And he's lovely. I met him a few years ago, and he's an absolute star. He's massive on Insta, and quite big on YouTube as well. And do you know what, guys? I really enjoyed doing Sweet Talk. I can't see it coming back in the same format, but I'm going to be coming back with something similar because I love doing all the work behind it. I love, putting things together. We had one of Carlton's friends on once.
Nice
Who
website.
is a
Time to get
singer.
a domain to match.
So
Relax, domain names. I own this.
we were very lucky to have some fabulous guests
I want to
on.
introduce to you that I want to have a little chat with. So how can I introduce this lady?
To be honest, I really try to think of some positive aspects, and I think what all the social media and all this technology is offering us, it's so much possibilities that we can connect all over the world. It's just amazing. I saw my first musical theater play when I was 9, and it did something to me. It was here in Vienna. It was in the Raimund Theater, and I thought, oh my God, what is happening?
So I would like to be able to use these live streams to sort of look back over some of the things we used to do, because I think they were fun. And if I can get guests to come on with me, then I'll certainly do that as well. But I don't want to just let Sweet Talk go down the drain because I liked the concept. I liked the format, and I can do other things. Now this is quite interesting because on this one I'm talking about my ancestry, 23andMe. If I tell you, it's been such a blooming performance because although I was able to get my DNA through 23andMe, I've not been able to get it through Ancestry because I'm not producing enough samples. You couldn't make it up. So I'm still waiting for the results for the Ancestry one. But that was a very good chat as well. So as you can see, I mean, we're 50 minutes in and I just talk about absolutely anything. And that's what I like to do, I like to, especially on a live when people are coming in. And to be honest, I didn't really expect anybody to come in today. So it's quite nice that you did. But as I've said, it's not going to be all about the crappy people online, because there's enough people talking about them. I mean, yeah, we could all wonder about this one and what that one's doing, and and get a lot more subscribers if we talk about a certain content creator. I don't want that. No, I'm not. No. So how many times do I need to say no? Anyway, so if I can come up with coming live, I've obviously when the last time I've sort of gone into the pack of beyond of YouTube, I've blocked a lot of people because I don't want them in my online creative places. I don't want them there. So maybe I could, unblock them all and let them all come in and call me names. I can't be asked with it, guys. Anyway, so I hope you just enjoyed a bit of a ramble. Nothing sort of much going on, but I just wanted you to know I am still around, and yeah, I'm still going to be doing things. I feel I need to get up another art video for you soon because people seem to like those. I also need some older people to come and join me on my Rockin' Elders podcast. If you're sort of a little bit older and you want to chat about something, hit me up. Let me know, and perhaps you can join me on my Rockin' Elders podcast. And also, if I can build these up, I'm always willing to have people on panel to chat about things. It's just nice, we've got this at our fingertips. Why not use it? Let's use being able to be social and sociable online, because God knows what's around the corner, guys. You really don't know. So you take care of yourselves, because it really is a rotten old world. And why make it a rotten old world online? There's no need for that. There really isn't. So I've still got that up there. So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and hope you enjoyed it. It's just me chatting. It's something I enjoy. It's, just what I do sometimes. And to be honest with you, I'm so fed up on that blooming website, building that website. I've been doing it all day, sick to death of it I am. So I'm going to love you and leave you and tell you to just look after yourselves, okay? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.